You can be a beautiful person. You may have a good education and many interesting hobbies. You can have a broad outlook to be a great companion. Perhaps you are a really cool person and dream of finding an equally ideal partner and going on inspiring trips. You may also have big goals for earning money and developing some skills at the same time. Maybe you even have enough confidence and time to improve your portfolio or go on daily romantic dates to find the one. But all this doesn't make any sense. Hi, I'm Oleksandra, a scientist, a researcher in the field of philosophy and religious studies, and a mindset coach who helps people live happier and achieve a new level of results in satisfaction. Today, I will share my formula, which has become the basis on my way to financial fulfillment and good relationships with people. However, this formula wasn't invented by me, but by the famous Einstein back in 1905. Yes? And while we won't be talking about the theory of relativity today, believe it or not, the scientist's famous formula describes exactly the key we need to our fulfillment in finances and romantic relationships. It describes energy. This is the main foundation without which we will not succeed in life. You can have as much ambition and opportunity around you as you want, but if you feel like a driven robot, you're constantly exhausted, you try to meditate, listen to all kind of advice, sleep on weekends, but on weekdays you literally collapse without strength. So what kind of money or romantic relationships we can be talking about? Or about the balance between these two areas? And it's absolutely normal that in such state there is no strength to conquer any peaks. But I would like to. So what to do about it then? What I'm about to say has changed my outlook on this life. Our problem is not to find somewhere and somehow add energy to ourselves. Our task is not to waste the energy we already have. Yes, everything is so simple, but not quite like that. Not at all the way we are used to complicating everything. Imagine that you are now a boat that is looking for a fair wind so that the sail will carry you faster in the direction of the desired islands. Relationship and finances. And that's why you try meditations, advice from bloggers, change your diet, try to adjust your daily routine. And this sail is some kind of vessel. It doesn't want to be filled with energy at all. And instead of sailing to these beautiful islands, it sinks or goes astray. What is the problem? Somewhere in the foundation, in the wooden base of the boat itself, there are holes. And no matter how much you add to the wind, no matter how much you add other people's advice or thoughts, the boat can't float as long as its energy flows through that holes in the foundation and pulls it to the bottom. Eating a balanced diet, getting 8 hours of sleep, and not being nervous are good tips we've heard a million times, but we still are exhausted. And why can't we get the dream picture in our lives that we would like to see in the field of relationships and finances? Because we all add something to our sail, while the energy flows through some holes and thereby stops us from the desired results. What are these holes? And how to finally notice and close these holes in order to finally move in the direction of dreams and personal happiness. I made a practical lecture where I just analyzed this issue. In an hour, we will analyze with you 7 non-obvious and unexpected holes that exhaust our internal resources right now and don't give us the opportunity to further realize our desires and goals. No water, no nonsense and empty information. Just the real holes that may be holding you back right now. And more than 7 hands-on exercises and practices to close those holes as right as you watch in the lecture. I shared my tools that helped me to come to the life I once dreamed of while staying in my home country. And it led me to an inspirational life abroad from scratch and traveling to over 25 cities in the most diverse and beautiful parts of Europe, as well as being surrounded by beautiful people. None of this worked for me until I did what I share in my own lecture about our inner energy and inner resource. I don't want to make up some nonsense to get someone to buy this lecture right now. Like, look at how sun shines outside the window. Your life will become so sunny after watching my lecture. No. I just have the courage to say that I'm confident in the knowledge I have shared, and I sincerely want this information to be heard by as many people as possible. If you are tired of being tired, if you feel like you deserve better, if you don't understand why you fail, if you keep pandering to others and feel out of place, if you want to balance your finances and finally find the resource for a healthy relationship, my lecture is for you. If you like my presentation of information, if you like my energy through the frame, in the description I will leave a link where you can learn more and access this powerful knowledge. Knowledge in which I'm most confident. So much so that I honestly want to attract as many people as possible to this knowledge. Remember, the worst thing is to be afraid to take a step to finally change your life and get a real results. The worst thing is to agree to stay in your comfort zone and not take over the experience and the opportunity to connect to the brain of others. In this case, to my brain. And even everything is fine with your finances or romantic relationships, I'm waiting for you. I'm sure that the lecture will definitely open up a new horizons for you. And it will make your life even happier so that you can feel real results. Don't postpone the best moments for an abstract later. I hope that I have clearly explained how important our inner resource is as the only basis of these beautiful moments. So that's all for today. A special hugs for those who watched till now. I appreciate it. See you at the lecture. I will wait for your feedback, thoughts and results. I wish you the best day.